Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. So today I want us to look at like a 6 pairs, but first I want us to start with the chart on our screen. This is Usdgif. For some times now, this pair has been bearish. You can see that we actually had some sell signal from this point. Okay, so before we look at this, let us look at gold. I see somebody is asking for gold. We go straight to gold. Hello, Hassan. Okay, I'll look at it just a second. Let me load it on my screen. This is gold. So the first thing I can see on gold is that we are around a very significant resistance level. I'm fine, Hassan, I'm fine. We are at a very good resistance level. We have a level here. If we draw it like this, you can see that this is a very good zone. So we had a resistance all the way from April, 21st of April, we had a resistance here. 22nd of April, there was a resistance here. Then we have another resistance here. We have another resistance, which means this is a good place to sell from. So my opinion on gold is actually a sell. So I'm waiting for a sell. If the price gets to this level but does not clearly break and close beyond it, beyond 1796.30, then this will be a good place where I want to look for a sell from. So my opinion for gold is actually a sell. Does that make sense? Disregard the indicator which I'm having on the screen. This is not useful at the moment. So for me, gold is a sell because we are approaching a very good resistance level. It has been a resistance since 21st of April. Until now, the price has not broken beyond it. So this is true. The sell is true as long as the price is held below this zone. But if it breaks above, then we want to see a retracement before the price can continue to the upper side. Yes, I mean a sell. As it is now, this is still a sell unless the price goes beyond 1796.30. So yes, I mean a sell. If you want to sell it, wait for price around 1796.30, 1794.94. Your stop loss should be above this zone, above this high. So sell from around 1796.30. Have your stop loss above 1800.10. So let me type that for you. Sell from 1796.30, 1796.30. Okay, so that's my opinion on gold. I want us to look at the next chart. Let us now look at Brent oil. Thank you very much for confirming this. Okay, so we have this. We have Brent oil. Yeah. This chart we took a buy some few days ago. We were holding on to some buy opinion. We had a buy because if you check the weekly chart, you can draw a trend line from this point here. It goes all the way to the upper side like this. So we had a support here. We had a support. Then the price went below this level. It came back to the same point, went down, and then it came back and closed above. So as it is now, the price is still above the same trend line, which means the price is likely to continue up at least up to this point. The price is likely to continue up to around 71.80. So I look at Gbp USD as per the request we are having. Just a second. Gbp USD here. So this chart so far, if you look at it, if you look at it correctly, you'll see that we are supposed to be heading to the lower side. Temporarily, are supposed to be heading to the lower side, but there is a very good resistance level where the price may likely go up to. So we have this. We have a level here. This is actually a zone. And then we have this. The reason I'm saying this could be a sell is because the previous day's candle, like we had this, there's a pin bar here, there was another pin bar, and currently the price is moving to the upper side. So this does not mean that we are still sellers. Where I want to sell from is when the price gets to around 1.42292. So technically, I'd like to see price pull back upwards at least up to this point. If the price can come back nicely up to 1.41713, then this should be the correct place to look for a sell from. This is the exact place where I want price to pull back up to. Then we're supposed to look for a sell position. This is the weekly chart. We'll look at it from the 1 hour chart so that we see what we expect during the current intraday. So if you check it, the 1 hour chart, 1 hour chart looks like a sell for me because there's a strong consolidation. Look at this here. The price is consolidating within a range. We have this here. This is a very good zone. So as long as the price does not break above this point, above 1.39137 on the 1 hour chart, this could be the correct place to sell from, and then take profits here, buy it from the same place up to this point, you get out, you sell it here, you get out at the bottom. And in case the price goes beyond the upper line, which is 1.39137, then I want to see a continuation upwards at least up to this point. So this is also some shape, some very good shape formation. These are some of the places where the price may likely come back up to. So we want to see a move up to around 1.30. Like if the price does not break above 1.3917, then this will be a good place to sell from. But if the price breaks above this level, then expect a continuation to the upper side up to 1.39360, where if the price goes above, then the next level is 1.39686. So these are the places where we want to sell from. Either we sell from this point, either we wait and sell from this point. If the price breaks any of these levels, then this will mean we are now continuing to the upper side. I hope that makes sense, Hossein. I hope that makes sense. So this, I'm waiting for a sell from this point. If the price goes beyond, then the next place I'd like to sell from is this 1.39360. And if the price breaks even higher, then the next level is 1.39686, which is here. The next chart which I want to look at is Euro. So Euro so far doesn't look very good for me on the 1 hour chart. I have a very good position on the daily chart because there is a very good resistance trend line here. So we had a resistance here, we had a resistance there, we had a resistance there, and then there is a level here. This is just some good support. The support is here, and then we have another one. This is another good level here. So what I want to happen now is I want price to go straight to the top up to this point. I want to see a continuation upwards up to this level. Then there is a break below. We want to see a break below, then a correction before we can continue much lower. So this is my opinion on Euro USD. I'd look at next one is USD CAD. So just a second, I have it on my screen. This chart is bearish. This is outright. This is a sell. This is we are likely to see price continue to the lower side. I won't recommend a buy on this chart. Let me explain why I'm saying that. I will add moving average. This is a 21 period moving average, and then I'll also add 152 period moving average. 152. So the black line which you're going to see, which will pop up on our screen, this is the 152 period moving average, and this is the 21 period moving average. The best place to sell this from is if the price can pull back at least up to this point. This is a very good, it will act as a good resistance level here. We want to see price pull back up to around 1.25077. If the price can come back to this point, then this will be the ultimate place to look for a sell from. The other place where you may want to sell from is around this point, around 1.24045. This one, 1.24045. If you sell it here, but the price hits your stop loss, then the next best place to sell it from is around 1.24845. If this fails again, then the next level will be this. This is the best place where if you can wait for price to get to, then this will be the ideal place where you want to look for a sell from. The idea normally is to have your pending sell limit within this range here. Have your pending sell limit. Then your stop loss should be when the price goes above the 152 period moving average. So you'll sell it there. You let the stop loss float. If the price can go beyond this, the black moving average, then that will be a sign that somehow we are now continuing to the upper side. The next symbol is USD Jpy. On this chart, we are seeing some struggling. On the daily chart, there's some struggling here. We check it weekly. I'll remove this and then also remove this. So we do have a trend line from this point. Look at how perfect this was. We had a resistance here, we had a resistance there, we had a resistance. There is this break above, there is a break below. As it is now, the price is somehow still struggling around the same zone. So this will give us the ideal place to look for a sell from. We do expect that sell to take us up to this point. If the price can pull back down below this trend line, then this may be a good place we want to sell from, at least up to this point, 101.634. But as it is now, if we can see a close beyond this trend line, that is by the end of this week, then the price may likely continue up with our first target at this price. Then the next target is at this price. Then the next target is at this price. So these are the places where if we should see a close above this trend line, we are looking at this point, we're looking at this point, and then we are also looking at this point. The next chart is SP500. So SP500, so far we are bullish. I won't recommend a sell on this. We are very much to the upper side. The price is continuing to the upper side. I won't recommend a sell. What I want to say is for price to pull back maybe up to some key levels. If the price can pull back, this is a resistance level where we'd like to see a break, then a pullback before the price can continue up, or if the price can come back down up to this point. So either we see a break above 4215.1 so that we can continue up, or we see a bounce from 4126.2 so that we pick a buy position. The next chart, we've looked at almost all the charts. Now I want us to look at the ones we started with, USD Jpy. So this chart is headed almost in the same direction as USD CAD. We are bearish also on this. We have a resistance level here. It is like this. So we have another one. This is a resistance level here, a resistance. There's a break below, a resistance. Then this place should be resistance. So we want to see price pull back up to 0.91850. We want to see price come back up to this point so that we can pick a sell position. The other place to look for a sell form is if the price goes beyond this level 0.90792. So if you see a break below this point, we want to see some pullback before the price can continue to the lower side. So thank you very much. This should be the end of today's session. Thank you everyone for attending. I'm really glad that at least today I've looked at other charts which you normally don't look at. That's really good. So thank you very much. We meet again tomorrow at the same time.